In 2004, Nintendo finally gave Super Mario a 3D form in the hot new Mario game for the new world, Super Mario 64. We were excited to see our favourite Mushroom Stomper reach new heights, and maybe even new levels of grimdark nastiness, but what we received was a colossal disappointment.
Here we go!
You couldn't even play as Girl Mario. It was a disaster, and the reviews were scathing. You've all been asking for it, and here it is, my review of the worst game ever made. Before this game, we had seen Mario in so many cool games. He was a badass legend who most definitely got kissed and hugged by the ladies, but always ignored Princess Peach for being a slut. Most notable were his amazing feats of power and beauty in games like Mario's Tennis for the Virtual Boy, where he looked his most sexy ever and never missed a shot, or in Mario's early years' Fun with Numbers, where he expertly recognized all kinds of numbers.
Find the two.
You found it!
These games were inspiring tributes to human achievement, explorations of the intense power of both the physique and the mind. And this was really what Mario was known for. He was a symbol for what the very best of us could be, an aspirational figure in a lithe, sensual body. But Super Mario 64 changed all that with its horrible gameplay and its misunderstanding of Mario's character. First off, Mario is brought to a weird castle. Mario is known to be a sociable figure who loves to chat, but this castle is empty and just full of doors. So immediately it's like, why would Mario even go here? It's creepy and unpleasant, and I think Mario much prefers spending time in nature or in high-prestige sporting environments. But whatever, Mario soon has to go into levels to find stars, and maybe this wouldn't be so bad, but these levels are unplayable. Mario is literally an adept athlete with the reflexes of an alert fox, but here he falls off ledges all the time.
Whoa!
It's basically impossible to get him to not fall off a ledge and hurt himself really badly, and it just sucks to see Mario get hurt like that. I just can't stop falling down and falling off ledges in this stupid game. It sucks. Another problem is that the enemies are all just balls and stuff. One enemy in the first level is literally a big ball, and it's like, oh my god, you couldn't come up with an enemy that wasn't a ball? You're already out of ideas and you're just giving us a ball? This is 5 minutes into the game and I can't avoid this stupid ball. The ball attacks and hurts Mario, and it's like, why would a ball even do that? This sucks. They didn't even bother to give Mario his famous tennis racket so that he could swat that ball away as he would easily do in real life. And honestly, it's just an insult to the fans. Everyone knows Mario can deal with balls of all kinds easily, but here we have to watch him get eaten by one? It's just a really pathetic way of making Mario look weak, which we know he isn't. And you can't even play as Girl Mario. The goal of this game is to collect a bunch of stars for some reason, as if there aren't stars all over the sky. No, Mario has to go to all these weird, convoluted locations to find stars so that he can unlock doors in the castle. Since when have stars unlocked doors? This is just nonsense, and everyone had a problem with it. Stars don't unlock doors. Stars are literally glowing in the sky. They have nothing to do with doors. I guess all the chumps at Nintendo didn't know that. You can also collect coins in this game, but what makes me mad about these is that if you don't go pick them up, they actually start disappearing. Who thought this was a good idea? You have to run Mario over to the coin and pick it up before it actually disappears into thin air, and it's really stressful. I hated every time this would happen to me, and a lot of other people felt the same way because a disappearing coin like this is a huge slap in the face to people who are just trying to get by and pay their bills right now.
Overall, I would have to say that the haters were right.
They don't want to see a coin disappear. It's really insensitive and makes it obvious that the developers of this game were rich, out-of-touch coin havers with bags and bags of coins in their lives.
Well, we're not paid glamorously for developing games which sell well, but the company is a sponsor. It encourages and pays for us to visit museums, to go to movies or even short trips so that we can get inspired.
A coin disappearing means nothing to these out-of-touch devs, so they didn't think for a second about those of us who really need those coins, and how much it hurts to see them disappear into thin air if Mario doesn't pick them up in time. Once you get enough stars and open enough doors, and if you can get Mario to the end of enough levels without falling off a ledge, which is really, really, really hard, you can eventually fight Bowser, who is Mario's enemy in this game. This is actually a better part of the game than most, because Mario shows off his crazy strength by picking Bowser up by the tail and throwing him away like the trash he is. But even so, Mario has to do this a bunch of times, and it's kind of embarrassing. I know for a fact that Mario has the strength to throw him one time and kill him instantly, so it feels all wrong watching Bowser get up again like it was nothing. In reality, Bowser would be screaming in agony and then he would die. But this game has to sanitize its violence and pretend that Mario is weaker than he is. What's more, Mario could have grabbed and insta-killed any enemy in this game, but Nintendo coded him so he actually can't, and it's just so weird to do that. We all know that Mario can pick up a Goomba in one hand and throw her 200 feet away and off the edge of the map, and if they can't think of a creative way to make a real new threat for Mario, they shouldn't just make it so that he now can't use the amazing strength we've all seen him have since day one. It's lazy, and it's just not who Mario is. Ultimately, finishing this game feels unsatisfying and sad. Yes, I have a lot of stars, and yes, Mario wins against Bowser in the end, but the pain of getting there is not worth it. In one measly game, Mario was taken from a rock-hard, skilled legend at the pinnacle of human male performance, and he was turned into a confused idiot who falls off ledges and can be hurt by balls. This was the game that made Mario seem uncool, and maybe if Nintendo had had the fortitude to tell a more grounded and more sexy story about Mario instead, where his coins never disappeared, he wouldn't be old news that nobody cares about today. Without Super Mario 64, Mario could have been like this. Awesome.